evening. I hope everyone's doing well today. I hope everyone's doing great on this Saturday evening. I'll wait a little more time for everybody to get on, get some more people on TikTok. Hello on TikTok. Hope everybody's doing great on TikTok on this great evening. It's very gloomy here in Dallas. It's kind of cool out here today, so the weather is still bipolar. It's trying to make its mind up, see what it's going to do. It's trying to get to summer, but spring is still easy right now. Excuse me, my sinus is draining, so if you hear me kind of hoarse every now and then, my sinus is acting up as well, guys. So, um, get a few more minutes for everybody to come on so we can start this travel conversation today. For everybody's coming on, today's topic will be volunteerism. Volunteerism. Okay, so I hope everyone's having a great time. So I'm looking forward for this good conversation today. It should be a great conversation. So it's dealing with us as people volunteering to do things in the world. I think it's a great topic to discuss for a travel conversation because a lot of people do a lot of volunteer work in communities in different countries. So I think this would be a great topic to talk about today, guys. So I'm going to get started. Um, my name is Marco Dorsey. I am with Fly with Fabulous Travel. I come on live once a week, talk travel conversation with live people like you guys. Um, so today's topic would be volunteerism, and travelers are increasingly interested in volunteering and giving back to local communities while they travel. So that is my topic for today, guys. That is an interesting topic because I know a lot of people do a lot of volunteering to different countries, help out on these third world countries, helping to do things. And so, what I'm going to talk about today, talking about some pros and cons that that you need to take in consideration when you're doing different things out in the community and in different countries. Things that you need to be careful for because they have a lot of scams out there, people taking people money. So I just want to give you a little quick education on volunteerism and what is the purpose behind volunteerism. Why do we do it? Um, so I'm gonna start with saying yes. Volunteerism is becoming a popular trend in travel industry. Volunteerism involves combination travels with volunteering, tropical and local communities. Travelers may engage in a range of volunteering activities from building schools and homes and teaching English or working on conversational projects. Okay, guys. So you might hear some people talking in the background. I do have company in my house, so you might hear them talking. They downstairs talking, so I'm trying to talk over them. So if you hear some other people talking, I have company downstairs, guys. So they waiting on me. So I'm going to go ahead and finish so we can get this started. So um, I do want to come with. I have 12 pros and cons of volunteering uh, aboard if you're doing it overseas or in the state, guys. So I'm gonna start with the pros. Um, why it's so important to do volunteerism in the community. Um, I have six pros and six cons. So I'm pro. Um, it's an opportunity to be a part of a change. What they are saying, guys, is it's great for us to be able to uh, go to communities, volunteering to help out other countries or other people or other situations uh, in the community to help people change their living situation or just being volunteer helping out. So these things that we should feel good about ourselves doing, helping other people, and just changing the situation of what their living situation may be. So it is important that being a part of this change It should make you a good person. It should change your heart about anything that you do in life uh, with helping others. Um, Volunteering is always good. I don't care. I know a lot of people do it for Thanksgiving, Christmas, go to shelters and serve food or whatever. It's more to that. It's great that you go get out and do that and show the community that you're involved, volunteering. But this touch a lot of people's hearts, especially mine, because you don't know what people go through in life. Um, so if you have this on your heart, just do it. Just go ahead and use your humanitarians. Go out there and do it safely and be careful when you go to these other countries or other communities, because you know these places are not sanitary or not clean. So I'm gonna give you more point of views on things that you need to check for before you go and volunteer. My second pro is will give you a new perspective on life. Yes, when you go to these places in third world countries and see how they are living and eating and the water conditions, this will show change your personality or how you look at where you come from. You will think twice of where you come from, guys. Um, it will bring you to reality. Okay, I am blessed of where I stay. I know we're in the United States of America, but guess what? We have our problems here too, but we most likely above their poverty. Um, so when you go visit these communities in poor countries, just think about, just take a reflect and just think and look and say, and so most of these people are content with their lives because that's all they know, that's all they see. So just when you go there, just start praying, start giving to God, and just say, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Father. Some more things, some places will not have access to hot water. Yes. These places will not have hot water if you go volunteer places. So just, you got to think about that. Some places will not have hot water, and their meals that they eat will likely be less filling and flavorful. So when you go to these places to volunteer, you got to think about all that. The food won't taste the same as here in the States. Uh, the flavor will be totally different. So you gotta have open mind. I know this is experiences. I know we all want to try this and try to do a volunteer in different places and see how they live and see what goes on in those countries. See, this right here will make you think. No hot water. Some places don't have hot water. The food they're eating have no taste. Okay, so across come across people with children will have lack of basic goods. So yeah, you're gonna find people with children have less things that we have growing up as we was a child in life. So you gotta think about all this. This will bring prosperity on your world because this will make you think, really think, and we take things for granted, and this will make you think. Well, we throw away a lot of food. Uh, we buy plenty clothes, and I want a new outfit. I want new shoes. I just want the name brand. I keep up with the name brand. So this will bring you to reality when you see this in these other countries or other places, even here in the states. Just not in other countries. You might see this in these states here in the United States. You'll be shocked to see this too in the United States. So don't be afraid to see this because this was going to be a part of your job when you enter these cities or countries or communities to work. Uh, this will help to turn you into more empathetic as a person. Okay? It sure will, baby. Just go ahead and start volunteering singing. It will change your whole atmosphere of how how you live or what you think about people living of their situation. We all want to point a finger or uh, talk about people or how they living. You don't know what their circumstances may come from. We never know. We never know. So number three, pro is an opportunity for culture. immersions. So that means that firsthand you look at another culture, a way of their life they live might be different from ours. It won't be the same. So when you go there, you got to think about that too. So things that you see firsthand looks another culture. So you got to be just take it in and take a musa. You come there to do your thing, to give support, and do your thing. Another thing is there is no better way to understand what another person is experienced than by directing, stepping into their shoes. That's right. We don't know. So when you go there, you got to go with an open mindset. Just when you get a chance, start praying. Start asking God to come help these people or their circumstance or whatever they're doing over here, guys. Because we can't judge nobody. This will make you understand this world is so diverse and so many people are different. Remember that. Mhm. You will eat, love, clean, socializing, and dress as the locals do. So once you go over there to volunteer to work, you'll be doing the same. You'll be eating what they're eating. You'll see the love that they give. You'll be amazed how much love and praise they do among each other. No hatred because of their circumstance. You'll be like, oh my God. You'll see the cleanness, the socializing, the dress. So when you go over there, these things that you'll be asking questions. So you'll bring your hammer down. You won't bring no good clothes to go over there to work. You know you'll bring your old clothes that you work out in the yard with or whatever. Because who will bring their good clothes over there, good shoes and such work? So you'll bring your old clothes that you come in to volunteer to work in. You'll become more in tune with their custom and culture. Just for a short period of time, you will learn. You will take and heed what they do on the regular basis for your short period of time you're over there. You will look at things very different time, I'm telling you. And you'll see how much they enjoy themselves and be happy and content of their situation, of how they live. You'll be amazed. It's crazy. I'm telling you. My full pro is it gives you the chance to learn and try new skills, learning culinary skills, how they cook or what they cook or whatever they do over there. You'll learn medical basics and volunteer at clinics if you get a chance to do that over there. You'll see how they do their medical and how they take care of a wound or a cut or what facilities they have over there for a clinic, how it looks. Is it a building or is it a homemade building they made from scratch? So you'll learn how to rebuild homes there as well. So most likely, when everybody go over there, you mostly volunteer to help rebuild a home or a school or church or whatever for them over there. Once you, it depends on what you're going to do for volunteering to do. Uh, my fifth pro will be developing relationships that will last a lifetime. Yes, you will never forget. You will never forget. You, the other volunteers, are sharing a unique experience together. You'll never forget. Nobody will quit quite understand the journey that you're going through. Nobody will experience that how you did. You might tell them, but they will never feel how you feel when you went to that country. You can probably explain as much as you can. They won't get the chills that you get chills from. It is easy to fall in love with the native of their culture. Yeah, some things you might say, "Oh, this is nice. I wish I could bring it back to the states. I like this. How they do this over here. This might be nice." So uh, you'll be amazed. It's easy to fall in love with another culture. That's right. So when you go, especially when we go on our vacations and stuff like that, guys, we like, oh my God, this is a nice car. I like what they do over here. Oh, this is nice. I'm gonna bring it back to the states and do it here. But you'll fall in love, and that will bring you back to that country or community to just on vacation. You might want to go on vacation. Last time you went to work, but you want to go right to on vacation to learn more things about their culture over there. My sixth number one pro is enhance your career and boost your resume. So yes, guys, this is good for a resume. It shows you're willing to take chances and step out of your comfort zone. When you put this on your resume, like, oh, you went to where? You did this? Oh, that's awesome. I never did. I never experienced that in my life. This will stand out on your resume. It will show that you have a humanitarian edge of your personality as a team player. So, yes, it will give you a new outlook on the world. Definitely will. Definitely will. Because you're going over there to a whole different country, a whole community. The smell, the look, the people, their culture, the food, the living situations. It, yes, it would have your new outlook on life, on the world as well. When you come back home, you'll have a whole new view of what life should be. Okay, so those are my six pros that is good to volunteer. These things that you would uh, actually experience and see and go through over there. Uh, so, I mean, even when I went to the Bahamas, uh, their culture was so much how they're engaging to you. They know, well, we got tours on our island, and they are so focused on tours and trying to make sure you are happy and learn their culture, and just they are so amazed like that, and they are happy. They happy you there because they know you're gonna spend money there. So that's their whole demeanor by grabbing you into their culture to make sure you understand their culture, why they do this and why they do that. So yeah, so those pros for volunteerism and going to different countries and communities, those are things that you will experience, you will never forget. Now here go the cons that you need to take heed of when you going over there. Now these are things that you're not gonna be happy about, okay? But you gotta stay to it, stick to you. It's a mind over matter thing. So when you book a volunteering or going to a different country or community to help out, these things you gotta be aware of. Number one, there is not much time to relax. So you will not be going over there to sightsee and go tour this, to tour that. What you're gonna tour is what you're gonna be working around in that area, and you can pick up a lot from that area. So you're not gonna be able to go around and travel their little state or what country, wherever the part that you're in. No, you working 5 to 6 hours a day. Out of 5 6 hours, you might be tired. You might be wanting to try to go get bath and get ready for the next morning because you're working long days over there. And unfortunately, don't think that you go on there for like say for fun. You're not. You're going to make things happen. Okay. You need to remember the purpose of the trip. Like I said, the purpose of the trip is to go to make somebody's life change. You're going to help make life change for somebody else in a different country. That's the first con. You work long hours. You don't have time to go volunteer, sightsee. You're in a small area. First and foremost, you probably don't want to go sightsee nowhere because you don't know where you're going. Nobody gonna want to show you nowhere. So you need to stay in a little area that you're gonna be in and help out in a little area. Second con, volunteering abroad is very expensive. Some projects cannot afford to pay for your travel. Now, it depends on what you're looking for to do. Now, some might pay for you to go over there, pay for you to stay, find an area you stay. But some volunteer area is not going to pay. So you got to come out your pocket, your own way, pay over there for expenses. Some of these trips can be very expensive. If you're going to, especially to Africa, it's going to be very expensive flight and hotel or wherever you're going to stay at. You also might have to purchase a visa, a passport. You're going to purchase medical insurance and travel gear to work that you're going to work in over there. So you got to think about all this when you go do volunteer work. So you're going to still have to uh, pay extra. So you're going to come out your pocket. But don't let that stop you from volunteering doing uh, humanity work for the community, guys. Yes, some of these expenses will be come out your pocket. Some of these you will not have you will have to pay for. So keep that in mind. That's the second one. Third one is it can be extremely challenging. Now, like I say, mind over matter. Some of these assignments may be very difficult. They're not gonna be glamour. You're not gonna be sitting pretty with your nice shirt on and uh, nice shoes on. No, you might be in mud. You might be digging holes. You might be in areas that is disgusting, nasty, funky, nasty, and you can't take the smell. So be prepared for these extreme challenges. Uh, it could be extremely difficult. You're gonna be in unfamiliar areas, countries you don't know about. The first thing is going to be language barriers. Language barriers. You might can't speak their language, and this can add extra uh, layers of difficulty for you to understand people over there. And you like, oh, look, I'm ready to go home. I don't understand what the hell they saying. I don't know what the hell they talking about, but I'm over here trying to help. I don't know what to do. So this can be very discomfort. So please be aware. Language barriers, extremely difficult. The assignments may be very difficult to understand or hard to do. So be mindful what kind of assignments you choose to go do for volunteer work abroad and these other countries, guys. That's why you got to be very careful. Understand that some of these difficult things can may be difficult for you to do, but it might be challenging for you, challenging. So don't let these uh, take you from that what you want to do. Challenge it. Go say, I'm going to do it. This gonna be say, yeah, I did this. I'm proud of I did it. I went out to this country and did this, and it was very hard for me. I may cry every night, but I did it. The fourth con is there is no quitting your commitment. A lot of people will quit in the middle of a journey of a 21 or 20-day journey. They might start the first 3 days and say, I quit. I can't do this anymore. No, this is no backing out to volunteer trip, guys. Don't do that. Don't be the person that backs out. Hello, everybody on Instagram. I'm glad everybody coming on. Thank y'all for coming on and listening. Thank y'all for on TikTok. Thank you for the likes, guys. Keep tapping the screen for likes. Keep tapping the screens for likes, guys. Thank you. So please be mindful. Don't quit. Just put it as a job you here in the States doing. If they give you 90 days to finish that job, you know it's stressful to be on probation. Same situation. Treat it like you on probation over there. You're giving people 100% you can. You come over there to help those people to get what they need to make their life better. There is no backing out to a voluntary trip. Teach you the power, the importance of committing yourself to a project. Okay, guys? Do not give up. It will likely make you a more selfless person. You hear me? You'll think about it twice. I know we have a lot of spoiled people in the United States. Everybody's a lot of spoiled brats. You can't tell them nothing. They can't do nothing. This will change their whole life. They go volunteer to do some work. They will look at situations totally different. By letting go of your end of your bargain, you are navigating, impacting the lives of others. So please do not quit. If you're going to volunteer, hang in there best way you can, guys, and finish the assignment. Because some people is counting on you while you're there to make this happen. Because most volunteer work, I know they don't last. They last about a month. I think 30 days, 20 days. It depends on what they're doing. You might have to keep coming back. They might have more people come different back. You might want to come back and do another 30 days, another 20 days, whatever. Just keep that in mind. Don't quit because it's God gonna bless you. Trust and believe He will bless you. My fifth con: communities learning to depend on short-term developments. And this is important right here because I wanted to talk in this and in the last one, but I'm talking now. Short-term developments. So it takes some time for volunteers to connect with other people they are assigned to help. Because of this, it has been argued that short-term volunteer work is simply not as effective as long-term work. That's true. Why is that? Because short-term, you get more people of of the language barriers, out the living situations. A lot of people don't like to be with for long term. So you get more people in short term developments than long term. But in short term, it's not the great. Long term is better. But when they get volunteer people to work over there in these communities and countries, they doing the short term because some of us can't last so that long. We can't not be over there for months after months after months because if you're not used to that living situation over there, you already your mind blown already for the first day. You already for the first day, you ready to go home already. So you're not going to stay for long term. So most likely these volunteerism for these countries and communities are short term and not long terms. So that's why they keep having people come back and back and back and back. They're not gonna do no long term. Now, if they try to build a country or build a different a city or whatever, something like that, they might have long term commitments, but they might have these people staying in hotels and contractors may be involved with all most of this. But when you're doing volunteer work, these are short terms. You saying you giving your word and you're going to really help those people. Now the long terms may be doing like engineers going like first. Engineers like building buildings over there. That's long term. But to help in a community that's a poor community that needs helps, that's humanitarian. That's what you're doing for you saying I'm giving you my time to help you over there. So keep in mind that you are a complete stranger to the locals. You have to keep that because you're a stranger to them. And that's why we don't last that long over it. We are committed to short terms commitments. That's why it's so important to learn to depends on short term development in these communities. Because 9 10 they long terms not that much when they do long term commitment. My last con but not least, volunteers can prevent communities from self establishment. Yes, that's true. Yes, it can lead you to local depending on volunteers and tourism to feed their local business. And this is not good when tourists all leave and local vendors and business can suffer. So that's like I was saying about the Bahamas. When we over there, they look for us because that's how they make their money. They want sales. They want us to buy uh, their culture things, their uh, things they make over there. Um, but they got to understand the locals have to support as well. I know the locals support, but they know that when tourists come to these communities, they are looking for we give them the money to help them out for their business. But soon we leave, buddy, they might suffer. It depends on the season or whatever that goes on during those seasons. They make money. This is very important for local business and communities to stay on their own 2 feet. Yes, they have to make it work over there. The locals have to support the locals. and I know they're doing it, and especially on these islands. Um, they have to be doing it because that's what they have. Because I know tours, we come every day, all 20, 365 days a year. They might be going to these islands all year round, but they got to still be able to stand on their own 2 feet for their locals as their self for their own business. Um, another important factor is that when some volunteers go to these places, they are getting paid to do these jobs. Just reminding that they're talking money, taking money from the locals' pocket. Like I said, let's go back. When people volunteer, now they have volunteers that pay people to come over to volunteer to work and do work over there. And that is what hurting the locals because they can give those jobs to the locals and the locals can do that. And so that's one of the factors that can hurt a community as well. When you paying people to come over to that country or to that community to help volunteer work, some are paying people to come because it might be hard to get people to come over there. So they are paying people to come do these jobs. So therefore, the ones who are already there local are upset and mad because they're not getting paid for do the job they already there. Why we can't do it? So you gotta look at that, take into consideration as well, guys. So yeah, so um, those are 6 pros and 6 cons. Um, Other things that y'all need to be aware of when you're looking for in a volunteer organization, you gotta look for these questions before you book these trips to go over there. My pen fell. So you want to make sure that some fake organizations are out there. So you got to be careful taking money. So you got to make sure that these websites are legit and they are current, that they are people over there working in. So you got to do your research. So just don't see something online. So, oh, I'm gonna go volunteer to work over there. People know people heart or give to people that in need. So your money may be given to somebody who in need that's using a fake profile or for organization standing for giving back. So you got to be careful. So these things that you need to be looking for. What is the project type? Is it for medical, education, or building schools or helping out in the community? What is the reason behind this volunteer project? In other words, where the local people are consult, is this project necessary? Okay, is there an ethical, a legitimate to this project? Does it respect the custom and the lifestyle of local communities? Will I have a positive influence on those I work with? So these things you need to be looking for. Is there any local involvement in this volunteer projects? Will the use of skills or resources from local be utilized, or will the skills or resources of the locals be ignored? What is the time period of this project? Will rooms and boards be provided? That's the key. That one you look for. Will room and board be provided, or is this something I need to figure out on my own? That's when your money comes into play. So you need to make sure. Well, I need to find me a place to stay, or you can have room and boards there provided for us to come. What is the overall goal of this volunteer project? Will it likely cause more harm than good on a community? This question you gotta ask yourself. Okay, so make sure you look when you research, look for things. Ask yourself questions: is a good project, or is it a good volunteer thing I need to do to help out, or whatever? So make sure that you look up and get verification. Make sure this is a legit, and make sure you have a phone number so you can call. But even when you call, there might be people that's faking, not even liking. So you got to be careful. So I mean, do your best. Look for reviews as well on this. Reviews of people that have done this work before, guys. So please make sure that you look. Now, other things that you need to do is like personal requirement before volunteering. So these things that you need to ask yourself as well. What is the estimate cost of the volunteer project? Do I have the means to participate? Okay. All right. TikTok, continue to likes. I like the likes. Continue to tap the screen for likes, guys. Uh, is there a refund or cancellation fee in the case of an emergency? Like some people, like I say, some people might go over there for 2, 3 days and ready to come back home. They can't do it because maybe the smell, maybe they working in mud. They don't have no hot water over there. The food is disgusting. They can't eat the food over there, guys. So, is there a refund or cancellation fee in case of emergency? What are the means of communication during this volunteer project? Will I be able to contact people back at home? You want to actually, now that's the question. While you overseas or working in a different country or community, can I use my phone to call back home? Is there would they have internet or Wi-Fi over there? Can I use my phone? Do I need to buy a prepaid phone to use while I'm over there so I can call back home? Okay, another thing. What safety measures are being taken to ensure a safe environment for volunteers? Is we going to a safe area, or is it a lot of violence going on? A lot of people getting killed where I'm working at? Is it safe for volunteers to come over there? Is we gonna be kidnapped or we gonna be destroyed? Is I be able to make it back home? So these things you got to ask yourself as well when you go to these other countries and volunteer, guys. What is my role for this project, or what are my requirements? Am I confident that I can successful and effectively carry out this role? So yeah, guys. So these are the questions that you need to ask yourself when you look up to me volunteer, because you have to be careful. I don't care how much volunteer work you want to do in life. You still got to research and still got to be careful because you still got crazy people in this world that is harming a human being, especially from America. If you're from America, they know, oh, we got American people coming here to help volunteer. They got money. They might just take your stuff, steal your little things that you bring over there. I, I probably have a problem with it because I know I'm bringing hand-me-downs over there. As long as I have one pair I could come back home with, I'm good. So and just keep up with your passports and visas. You might have to get, like I said, you might have to get visa whatever where you're going. Keep up with that. Keep that securely with you at all times, because in case they steal your stuff, like your personal things, they might be at um, you might be saying at a little bunker or something out in the woods or whatever, and they might come in and take that. So make sure you keep your passport, visa with you at all time as you're working. Have a little pocket, bring a little pouch. You can keep your purse stuff in at all time because your other items might be stolen. So you got to think about that as well. So make sure you don't bring important, very expensive stuff over there when you go volunteer in these third world countries or communities, whatever. So you be careful. In the States, you won't probably have that boundary. In the States, you probably can drive yourself there in a day and go back to your house after you finish. Go back the next day and drive home. So when you go to these third world countries and other countries, you might have to stay in these little bunkers, whatever, out in the woods, and just know it's not sanitary enough for you. So you want to make sure you keep it with your passport and your visas with you at all time because you don't want them to get stolen because you're gonna be stuck over there and you're gonna be mad as hell. You can't get back home. So consideration, guys. But before I end this broadcast, but I want to talk about here in the United States because I'm taking it personally because I feel that we have situations here in the United States it need to be fixed immediately. We here in the United States. I'm not a politician, but my thing is we have homeless here in the United States. In every state I know of have the situation. And my thing is we have people here that is working for us on the behalf of our counselors or whoever supporting up in the white up there in DC. My thing is these nonprofit organizations is not enough because they say they're doing things for these homeless people, these people off the streets, but I don't see things happening fast enough. The money that they're getting funded for is not enough. We need people to come forth and help these people here in the United States. We have stores in every state, maybe, and they can donate money every day if they want to. I don't understand how we can drive every day and see homeless on the street every day. We can give out of our pocket all we want. But if we don't have the amount of money and the right person who's behind this money making things happen, it won't happen. We need to find people that's going to make things happen for these states that we're living in, because we have a issue here in the states, and it burns me up that we can't get these people off the street. We the richest country in the world, but we can't get these people off the streets. They need to have buildings that that's not been uh, uh, not in use. Fix them up. Put rooms in these buildings. Tell on walls. Put rooms. Bunk beds in here, whatever you gotta do. Put a cafeteria in these buildings. Have nurses on duty. This is we create more jobs as I'm talking. Have nurses on duty. Have counselors on duty. And when these people go into these buildings, guys, they do not have to leave. As long let them stay there as long as they want. When they're ready to leave, let them people leave. Because most of them is a mind thing, and their minds are messed up. A lot of people is like we have a lot of soldiers out here on the streets, been in wars, serve our country. That they might not want to be on it. They might not want to have their own apartment, or they might want to feel they might feel comfortable in this setting right here. Don't make these people leave. Like we have these communities now, we have these shelters that they go in at night, gotta leave in the morning. No. We need somebody that's gonna stay all day, every day, 24/7 until they get ready to leave on their own. When they're ready to leave, they should be leaving. They can stay there as long as they can stay there. If the ones that don't want to work, they don't have to work. The ones who want to work, they can get a job and work. But so many people don't want responsibilities. They're up their age now, their mind is messed up. They can't function by themselves. And so when people say, well, they need to get a job, their minds messed up already. So they need psychology help, therapy, uh, people that can come in and talk to these people to help them so they can live a little longer. So my thing is we need to fix home first. We always want to go volunteer for Africa. Soon something happen, a tsunami or destroy something. Oh, we send millions of dollars to go help. Hurricane, Haiti, we send millions of dollars to go helping. Uh, Puerto Rico, we send millions of dollars to go help. But we here at home. We need help here. Get these people off these streets. Period. That's not a volunteer work. I mean, I go volunteer in these empty buildings. They say, well, when many people come and help to open up these walls? Oh, I'll be glad to, baby, because I know it's gonna make a difference for somebody's life. I know that much. It's gonna make a difference for somebody else's life. So I will be glad to go volunteer at some vacant buildings and get these buildings up together for these people. We need lots of buildings. We need in every county of Texas, every parish in Louisiana, every county in Mississippi need buildings over 300, 400 rooms for homeless. Period. We creating jobs. People can go work in these buildings, cafeteria. People can go work just like they do at schools. They can have cafeterias in here, feed these people every day. Have doctors on site. Okay, so we need to take care of home first, guys. Period. We need to take care of home. So today was a great topic on volunteerism, guys. I talked about 12 pros and cons of volunteering abroad. If you're going to communities in different countries, third world countries, I talk about the pros and cons. Keep it in mind, guys, that when you go, please take heed. Research before you go do these humanitarian situations. Just research. Make sure that they're legit. They're not fake. Make sure you have your passport, visas, these things that you need to have, guys, before you go do these volunteer working for help other countries and everything. But my thing is, we need to take care of home first. We got people on the street every day, and if they get kicked out, like now times getting hard. People rent going up high, and they can't afford it. So this time when people can't afford rent, okay, well we have shelters that you can go to stay if you need to stay here for how long you want. We're not making you get out. You can leave here when you get ready to leave and go and move on. So guys, this is a great topic. If you have any questions, any concerns, please feel back and uh, type in and let me know what y'all think about the situation. What y'all do y'all have any more pros and cons? What I need to uh, feedback on or whatever. So hey guys, I hope everybody having a great evening, great Saturday evening. So I want to talk about. I have a couple events coming up for. I have May. I have my couples retreat is in um, Oklahoma. That's May the 19th through the 22nd. That's a couple retreat. I'm excited for that. And that's sold out already, guys. That's sold out. I got 15 couples already for that. Woo woo for that. So my next event will be for June. June event I just posted. I know y'all everybody saw it today. That's gonna be my New Orleans trip. June 24th. That will be going to the Harris Casino. I have a lot of people who love the casino here in Dallas, so they want to go to the casino again. So I made this New Orleans trip to the casino. But I probably won't be in the casino, but I'll be touring and eating and getting drinking and all that good stuff. But yeah, I might go in Harris for a little bit, but I won't be on that in Harris all day. Period. So I might be visiting friends as well while I'm there. So that's June 24th. So you can go on my website also and book for a Harris Casino trip. If you want to go to www.flywithfabuloustravel.net, or I put my links on my Facebook page and my uh, uh, Instagram page. You can click on those links and book it from there. Um, but if you want to go in here in the Dallas Fort Worth area to New Orleans on June 24th, you can do so. Just go to my website, www.flywithfabuloustravel.net. Um, all right, guys. So I'm not gonna hold y'all. I've been here a little longer because I know this was a little more detailed topic tonight. Hope everybody have a great evening, and I will talk to y'all on next Saturday. So y'all have a blessed evening, and thanks for everybody coming on Instagram. I think Gretchen, Wade, uh, and Key, Miss Kiki. I see you, and Indy K out. Who is I don't know who that is, but thank y'all for coming on. My Facebook family, thank y'all for the likes and share, guys. Keep tapping the screen, likes. Um, so yeah, I will talk to y'all on next Saturday. Have a good night. Bye. Oh my damn background.